Hey, shalom, shalom. First and foremost, I want to give our praises due to Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shai, by Hashem, Rahab Karkadash, and double honors to the apostles at Great Millstone, and to the bishops and elders in Connecticut, and to the brothers that's out there putting their lives online, teaching this truth, right? The 100% truth, the right doctrine of Yahweh by Shema Shai. And this Yah Demai from the Great Millstone, Houston camp. And I'm going to this video with these Edomites, pretty much hiding, trying to set up shop in the caves or in their little bunkers or whatever, pretty much like up under a mountain, as one guy says. But I was watching the brother out there in Orlando. I believe his name is Azaria. Brother out there, he was going into it earlier today. And he called it, these Edomites going back to the basis of men. Yeah, but I'm gonna play this video, but yeah, it's fair use for educational purpose only. Not getting paid for it, but
Okay, Operation Underground Storage has begun. All the vehicles are moving in. We got the families moving into place. This is the mine where we're going to be held up for months. We're preparing, man. I told you, we had to get ready for what was coming. So we've got our families and stuff. Food storage is good up. We're packed up pretty tight in here, but it's going to be good to go, man. You know what I mean? Better safe than sorry. So we're getting loaded up. Everybody's moving in. We have different families in different sections. Right on. You gotta be prepared. We've reinforced this just in case of any blast up above. But we are literally under a mountain here. You gotta be ready for what's to come, people. And we are. Right on. Like I said, we're packed in there a little bit tight. We're gonna make this work. About 400 families down here. All right, here we go. Wish us luck. If you can, take cover while there's still time.
well, hey, hate to be the bearer of bad news, but man, hey, you regular Edomites, y'all done. Okay, y'all gonna be shit destroyed. If you ain't the elite of your family, your elites of your bloodline, hey, they'll be captured. Because they gonna be in their bunkers. They gonna be captured and they'll be going head first into slavery. Okay, when Yahweh Shah come back. So yeah, man. So let's go ahead and get Isaiah 2:20. Let's see. It's 19. It said twice. Let me see. Yeah, Isaiah 2:19. And they should go into the holes of the rocks. Who was that? Esau Edom, right? So-called white man. And his his stock. His family. And into the caves of the earth. All right, I'm read it one more time. Isaiah 2:19. And they should go into the holes of the rocks and into the caves of the earth for fear of Yahweh Bashem Shai, right? Because, hey, that's what it really boils down to it. They really, hey, this is the working of the Yahweh Bashem Shai, okay? They getting scared. They know something coming, right? Because you got Nero, 47, they people, they call him Taco now. Hey, he's stirring up everything, and hey, they're afraid that they might get, penetrated. They scared. And that's what you were seeing in this video. So they trying to hide, man. Okay? But hey, it's coming, The real major throwdown is coming. Okay? And I'm going to read it again. It's Isaiah 2:19. And they should go into the holes of the rocks and into the caves of the earth for the fear of Yahweh Shai and for the glory of his majesty when he ariseth to shake terribly the earth, right? Yahweh Shai, okay? When he come back in that chariot with the angels, okay? And shake terribly the earth, going, with these missiles too, right? And him coming back in them chariots. I mean, that present alone, man, is gonna shake the earth, okay? So yeah, hey, these Edomites in fear, man. And yeah, let me go. Job 30, start at 1. Job 30 and 1. But now they that are younger than I have me in derision. It's talking about Esau Edom, right? Whose fathers I would have disdained to have set with the dogs of my flock, right? And you know with Esau Edom, how they get down, with these animals, with dogs, period, right? Bestiality. Yeah, bestiality. I'm saying it right. They like to pop dogs. I just said that. That's a true fact. That's a known fact. Okay? Verse 2. Yea, whereto might the strength of their hands profit me, in whom old age was perished. For want and famine they were solitary, fleeing into the wilderness in former time, desolate and waste, who cut up mallows by the bushes and juniper roots for their meat, right? Just the type of stuff that they was eating. And you know, the elder Yasharam, he always goes into, the mallows, that's pretty much like them marshmallows, which they like to eat now, right? With s'mores and stuff like that, spiritually, that's the spirit. That's what they like to do, showing you who they are. Verse 5, they were driven forth from among men. They cried after them as after a thief, right? Hey, get up out of here, showing them off, right? Because they pretty much beast-like, okay? Verse 6, to dwell in the clefts of the valley, right? And caves of the earth and in the rocks, right? We just saw the video. That's what like I say, spiritually, man. They going back to their natural habitat, like we seen in that video. Job 30 and 7. Among the bushes they braid, right? Making funny noises, barely can talk. I'm thinking of a noise like maybe horses or something like that, okay? Under the nettles they were gathered together. They were children of fools, right? They are children of fools, They can know that top food right now, Nero 47, taco, if you know who I'm talking about. Yea, children of base men. Read that again, Job 30 and 8. They were children of fools, yea, children of base men. They were viler than the earth, right? So back to the basis of men, like the brother said, So yeah, man, just letting you know, hey, Esau Edom, man, they going back into their natural habitat, okay? Yeah, they scared. You know what? Let me get this one. Revelation, the 6th chapter. Because, let me get this. Slakia. Revelation 6 and 13. And the stars of heaven fell unto the earth, right? Even as a fig tree casteth her untimely figs when she is shaken of a mighty wind. Talking about these missiles, right? ICBM missiles. Verse 14, Revelation 6 and 14. And the heavens departed as a scroll when it is rolled together, and every mountain and island will move out of their places, like going into, scroll like a mushroom cloud, when the missiles hit, okay? It's gonna hit, Babylon the Great, man. It's gonna, shit, man, it's gonna have it not knowing, it's gonna be just tore up, split up. Verse 15, Revelation 6 and 15, and the kings of the earth, right? This is gonna be the point. And the kings of the earth, right? These top elites, and the great men, and the rich men, and the chief captains, and the mighty men, and every bondman, and every free man, hid themselves in the dens and the rocks of the mountains. See that? So yeah, because they being afraid, being scared. That's what it's all about. They going into them caves and into them, these holes and everything because they scared, man. Right? Verse 16, and said to the mountains and rocks, fall on us and hide us from the face of him that sitteth on the throne. Who is that? Yahweh. And from the wrath of the Lamb. Who is that? Yahweh Shai. For the great day of his wrath is come, and who shall be able to stand? See? Yo, man. Yeah. Okay. Let's hide us from the face of him that sitteth on the throne and from the wrath of the Lamb. Yahweh Bashem, Yahweh Shai. Okay? So these Edomites, man, they scared. But hey, you've done all your wickedness, it's time to pay. And you can't run. You can run, but you can't hide. So, hey, I hope this has been edifying to the point. Just wanted to put my little 2 cents in it. So, until next time, I'm going to give all praises due to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rahawah Kakadash. Until next time, Shalom, and Shalom to the elect.